Imagine a world where survival means absolute strength. This was ancient Sparta. Every Spartan was born into a society that demanded perfection and discipline above all else. At birth, infants faced their first test inspection by the Council of Elders, the Jerusha. Only the strong were allowed to live, the weak were abandoned to the elements. This ruthless selection was seen as necessary to preserve the power of Sparta. For those who survived, even infancy was a training ground. Babies were bathed in wine, left alone in the dark, and never coddled. Spartan mothers were instructed to raise children with toughness and independence from the start. Every moment was a lesson in endurance, preparing them for a world where only the toughest would reach adulthood. Comfort and weakness were banished. Discipline was everything. The state shaped every life, forging citizens into living weapons. In Sparta, you were not an individual, you were a part of the war machine. Only the strong survived. At age 7, Spartan boys entered the Agoj, a brutal military training that lasted 13 years. Ripped from their families, they lived in barracks, sleeping on reeds they cut themselves. Hunger was constant. Boys were encouraged to steal food, but caught thieves were flogged for their failure, not their crime. Pain, deprivation, and discipline shaped them into obedient, resilient soldiers. Training was relentless: running, wrestling, weapons practice, and learning to fight as a unit in the phalanx. They spoke little, endured much, and learned to suppress fear and pain. Every lesson was about survival, unity, and absolute loyalty to Sparta. The Agoj forged boys into the perfect instruments of war. While boys trained for war, Spartan girls were raised to be strong in body and mind, the future mothers of warriors. Girls received formal education and competed in athletics, believing strong mothers bore strong children. Unlike other Greek women, Spartans owned property, managed estates, and moved freely. Their duty was sacred. Childbirth was honored as a woman's battle. Spartan mothers raised their children with the same harsh discipline, demanding courage and loyalty to the state. Women upheld Spartan values, shaming cowards and praising heroes. The strength of Sparta rested as much on its women as its warriors. Spartan society was built on a rigid hierarchy, with the enslaved helots at the bottom. Helots worked the land, vastly outnumbering Spartans and living in constant fear of violence. The Krypteia, a secret police of young Spartans, terrorized helots to prevent rebellion. Spartan men ate together in public messes, consuming simple food to promote equality and discipline. Luxury was forbidden. Even drunkenness was used as a warning, forcing helots to serve as examples. Society was divided: Spartiates, citizens and soldiers; Perioeci, free non-citizens; and helots, slaves. Every aspect of life was controlled to maintain order and military supremacy. Fear and discipline kept the system intact. The Spartan war machine ran on brutality and control. In Sparta, the needs of the state always came first, even above family. Men lived in barracks until age 30, sneaking home only at night to see their wives. Marriage was for producing strong children, not personal happiness. From birth to death, every Spartan endured hardship and sacrifice for the collective. Art, comfort, and individual freedom were sacrificed for military power. Sparta was both a fortress and a prison. Only the strongest survived. Could you have endured the Spartan way?